G'day guys, Cass here, and today we're going to be playing Through the Eyes of the Dead, another itch.io free horror game. You know the drill by now, let's start the description. Someone has killed all the citizens in the bunker, taking an eye of each victim as a trophy. You and your trusty feline partner are tasked with finding the killer. Could make a Garfield joke, not going to make a Garfield joke. Browsed a lot of Garfield memes lately, head's a bit Garfieldy. But the real question is, what the heck is the background track to the title? Because I've heard it so many times in these free horror games, and it is driving me up the absolute wall. So, let's look through the eyes of the dead. Oh my god, it's actually a cat. Strange cat.
Howdy, partner. I know everyone was expecting the crow, but he's on vacation, so I'm filling in for him. I'm here to assist you in evaluating the evidence you have collected.
I do not know what accent I'm doing.
Your mission is to gather information and find the killer. Keep in mind that every action you take can have positive or negative consequence.
Okay, well, yep. Choices, your actions have consequences. The walk cycle is forced to enact for a while after you press W, so it's got a distance. Read the book Eye of Horus. Eye of Horus. The ancient Egyptians believed that Osiris was the king of Egypt and that the brother Set desired his throne. Through trickery, Set succeeded in murdering his brother and became the new king. Wow, I'm already bored. Osiris' wife, Isis, however, managed to bring her husband back to life temporarily through magic and became pregnant with Horus. Kinky? Osiris went on to become the god of the underworld, and Isis raised Horus on her own. When Horus reached adulthood, he sought to avenge the death of his father. Blech. Horus fought Set in a series of battles and eventually vanquished his uncle. During these struggles, he, however, lost one of his eyes. Set had ripped out Horus' eye, tore it up in 6 parts, and threw it away. Horus' lost eye was magically restored by Hathor, often regarded to the consort of Horus, to be the consort. Okay, give me the hammer. Murder weapon, hammer, blood type AB positive, no fingerprints, conclusion. Citizen Beth is the only person with an AB positive blood type. She has been murdered with a hammer. Cat laboratory investigations. Clues found, points added 5. Okay. Oh. Okay. I'm confused, please. Why does the game control so janky? Holy Sarah. Yep. Age 17. What about the other people? Not just Sarah. What about the others? I'm gonna click the others. I'm gonna click the others. I have to close each file. Does that mean there's a shit? Does that mean there's a lot of files stacked on top of each other right now? Close the file. Death confirmed. Okay, so we're just meant to confirm that they're all dead. So, what you're hearing right now, that noise, that's me pressing spacebar. Rather than remove the ability to jump, he's just set your jump height super low so it doesn't look like you're jumping, but it still makes a jump sound effect because you're technically immediately hitting the ground. That's value. Hello, there's an evil plant. Search for evidence in the fireplace. DNA testing on the skull confirms that Alex is the murder victim. Okay. Part of random dead people down it. Is that the horror aspect of the game, or?
So old girl, you are locked in the bunker until you gather enough evidence to point to the killer.
So one of them's the killer. And we just need to find everybody else that's dead. Conclusion: 2 citizens have O positive blood types. Alex or Sarah can be with the murder victims. So we already found out that Alex is dead, so we know what he did that. And we know that Sarah's been dead beforehand, so. What? Oh. Crazy cat. Who thought it would end like this? A hole in the universe. Well, I'm off to the greener fields. See you. What? That doesn't... It doesn't make you deep? Hang on a minute. That had a music credit. Hang on, that had a music credit. Hang on. Yeah, we get it, cat. We don't care. Oh, nice smile, though. Real attractive. Music. Zombie Hoodoo. We've got it, boys. The soundtrack to my soul, my life, and everything within it has now been identified. Time to put that on repeat. In the back of my brain. Okay. Back to solving murder mysteries with my Scooby gang of me, myself, and I, and the disembodied voice of Garfield in the back of my head. I'm okay. Murder weapon, skewer. Screwer? Screwer. So, that's a spanner, mate. I'm not a hardware genius or anything, mate, but I think I know a spanner when I see one. And it's not a screwdriver. So, our goal is to find dead people. I can get behind that. Why am I taking damage? Yeah, I get it. I'm locked in the bunker. Don't care about that part. What I care about is the fact that there's a hole in the fabric of reality. Wait a minute, was that the ending? I think that's actually the ending. Because he said the ending was janky and stuck out like a sore thumb. Ooh, okay. Well, guess how many uploads we're having today, guys, because that was a complete waste of time. How is that version 1.0? What about the other versions? Was there 10 of them? How many bugs can you possibly have? You didn't even set the jump height. Positive. Think positively, give good criticism. So, the concept seems kinda neat. Like, I haven't heard of a story like it before, so you could really go for something here. Maybe fix the controls, which is hard to say, considering there's only 3. Well, 3 different variants. There's, you know, looking, which you can't... Moving the mouse around, you can't really screw that up, thank God. Walking for some reason, if you declare a direction to walk in, your character will walk in that direction for about a second to a second and a half longer than they should after you release the button. So your character kind of drifts about and feels really floaty, which is really annoying when you're trying to enter a doorway. Third way of movement, jumping, yeah, that went real well. We know how that went, we don't need to talk about that. And if you run out of time to end something, maybe don't end it with a hee hee XD meme thing. That doesn't really come off like a hee hee XD meme thing. It kind of felt like there was a secret that needed to be discovered, but I think that's actually the ending. Good game. Just kidding. It's barely a game. I'll come back to it if he bothers to finish it, because it seems like a cool-ish concept. But until then, not much to comment on, is there? I'll see you guys in the next one.